Welcome to a no flow yo sequence. Today we're going to work on some nice stretches that are perfect if you've ever taken a long flight or sat for a really long period of time and your body was just kind of tense and sore, achy, and tired, and you just need to open it back up and stretch out. This is the perfect video for you. So I just thought of this video recently because I just did some traveling and I was on an airplane for like 4 hours and I just felt so tired, tense, and then I had a middle seat and I had people next to me and I felt like I didn't want to get in their space, so my shoulders were kind of hunched in, and I've got short legs, so that's always uncomfortable. My legs get really uncomfortable, tight and tense. My back gets tired and tense. And I just wanted to stretch it out. I couldn't wait to get home and just stretch and feel better. So let's get started. Today we're going to just start in a child's pose. So on your knees, hands and knees. Bring your big toes together. Sit your butt on your heels. And then slide your arms forward, palms down. Forehead can rest on the mat. And just relax. Already I feel a nice stretch in my lower back here. It feels really, really good. Just take a moment. Feel what there is to feel here. Turn your attention inward. So yoga is not just about stretching and feeling good. Yes, for sure. That's what we're doing, but at the same time, it's equally important just to kind of bring your mind present and away from distractions. And you'll be able to make wiser decisions because you'll be so focused on how you're feeling. You'll make intuitive decisions that feel right for you. And in the end, you'll feel better than if you weren't paying attention. So at this very moment, I want you to just start concentrating on the sensations in your body, maybe even the breathing. How are you breathing? Are you breathing shallow? Are you breathing? Sometimes we hold our breath and don't even realize. Let's just take a few moments here just to practice real deep breathing and ujjayi breath. And how we do that is we breathe only through the nose. So let's take a few moments and breathe in and out of your nose. And at the same time, make it really deep. So as you inhale, really fill up your lungs all the way, maximum capacity. Fill up your lungs like massive balloons. And then I want you to let it go through your nose. Empty everything. Empty, empty, empty. Good. I want you just to repeat this deep breathing in and out of your nose. Now it's up to you if you want to carry this breath with you as we go through just a few poses today. You don't have to, but it's there, of course, if you need to. It's a nice way to start at least. Good job. All right, take another massive inhale and then just go ahead and come to hands and knees, tabletop position. Bring your wrists in line with your shoulders, knees in line with your hips, and just gaze down between your thumbs so you can keep your neck in line with your spine. All right, from here, I want you to hammock your belly. Stick your butt out behind you. Look up, slide your shoulders away from your ears. That can feel really nice, especially after sitting stiff and straight for a long period of time. Exhale, tuck and dome the spine. Good. Bring your head down. Opposite direction. Inhale, hammock your belly. Look up. Exhale, tuck and dome the spine. Kind of nice, stretching your neck out just a little bit here too. My neck gets really tight. Exhale, hammock your belly tight as I'm sitting there in the airplane. All right. Go ahead and come to neutral spine, tabletop position. If you want to just kind of wiggle side to side, move your head around just a little bit, that can feel good. All right. Now from here, I want you to tuck your toes underneath and press your butt to the sky. Let's come to a downward facing dog. So your fingers are spread wide, palms into the mat. You can grip your fingers into the mat. Press your chest back towards your thighs. You can have your feet hip width distance apart, a little closer, a little wider. It doesn't really matter. And then make sure your neck is not hanging on to any tension. So your head is just dangling free. Just shake your head yes and no. Make sure it's just relaxed. All right. So this is nice, just stretching the whole back side of your body here. Now from here, bring your feet the width of the mat. So you just are in this wide leg downward facing dog. Press your chest back. Good. Again, stretching your back, even getting into your hamstrings. And I even feel it in my calves. All right, now from here, unplug your hands and walk them back. So you're in a standing forward fold at the back of your mat, but at the same time, your feet are wide. Nice. Now just stay here. If your hands don't touch the mat, you can rest them on your shins, your ankles, whatever you want is fine. Then just let your head dangle heavy towards the mat. Oftentimes when I'm sitting, your knees are bent for hours at a time, and it just feels good to straighten your legs, stretch your hamstrings out. Sometimes when I'm on the plane, I try to do that if I can, kind of like straighten my legs out. But it's really hard, obviously, when you're strapped in a seat in a tight space. So this can feel really good. You might be practicing that nose breathing we did earlier here. So we're just kind of holding here, not in a hurry, stretching the lower back as well as the hamstrings. Nice job. If you don't have time to do all of these stretches after you travel or after you fly or after you're sitting for a long time, you can just pick and choose. Like this in itself can feel really nice. Just standing and then coming down to this forward fold with your feet wide. It can be a really great stretch for the back side of your body. All right, take another inhale here. And go ahead and walk your hands back out to a downward facing dog with your feet wide, but then go ahead and bring your feet closer together so you're more in this traditional downward facing dog. Good job. Take another inhale, press your chest back. Exhale, drop your knees. All right, now from here, you're going to just sit on your heels. All right, and we're just going to stretch out our shoulders a little bit. Now, if you want to grab a hand towel, if you want to pause and grab a hand towel or a yoga strap, feel free. What we're going to do is we're going to have clasp our hands behind our lower back. So you may or may not have the range of motion to interlace your fingers behind your lower back. Some people do, some people don't. It's no big deal. So just grab a hand towel. That works great, and you just put it in between your hands. All right, so when you're ready, you're going to interlace your fingers or grab your hand towel behind your lower back, and you're just going to stretch your shoulders back, lift your chest. Good. Good. Hold here, just stretching the shoulders, the chest. It can feel really nice because this is the opposite motion. This is the opposite motion from sitting still, kind of hunched in your own space. Good. Keep holding, keep breathing. You can close your eyes if you want. You can practice that nose breathing. All right, take another inhale. Exhale, just let it go. All right, from here, I want you to take your right arm, wrap it around your lower back. And if you want, you can use your left hand just a little bit, or you can use a hand towel. But I'm just taking my right hand and wrapping it around my lower body here. I can use my left hand as a support just to hold it there as I'm stretching my shoulder. And as I'm stretching my shoulder, very, very gently, I'm going to just lean my head to the left, to the opposite side. Just stretching a little bit in your shoulder and in your neck. And it could be so subtle that no one else even can see the difference, but you might feel the difference. But be very gentle. Just these little subtle stretches sometimes you can really feel it. So you don't need to be going that far. But it's kind of nice to stretch your neck out. You can get really stiff just sitting in one spot all day, looking a certain direction. Breathe. All right, if you're with me, you're taking massive inhales through your nose. Massive exhales out. Let's do one more. On the exhale, gently release that hand and bring your neck back. Let's do that on the other side. So take your left hand behind you. I'm going to use my right hand just to kind of help guide my left hand over to the side, but you can also use a hand towel. I'm going to use my right hand just to support it. And then I'm very gently going to lean my head to the right. Good. If this is too much, back out of it. Again, these little subtle stretches might not be so little and subtle in sensation, right? So just really pay attention. If it hurts, don't do it or back out of it. So pay attention to all those little cues that your body is telling you here. Maybe close your eyes, breathe deep. Massive inhale in, feel your chest rise. Exhale it out. Inhale in. Exhale out. One more round of breath. Nice job. Just gently release it. There we go. Now take your hands, interlace your fingers, and just bring them forward. And then I want you to arch forward. Good. And then one more time, grab your hand towel if you need it, interlace your fingers behind your lower back, and press your chest out, shoulders down, chest up, and release it. All right, now if you happen to have a yoga block, I recommend grabbing one. If you don't have a yoga block, you could just take a bath towel and fold it up as a prop, something to lie on. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put it the long way down on the mat here, and I'm gonna lie down on it. So I'm gonna lie down so the top of the block goes just below my shoulder blades. So I'm gonna adjust it, and then I'm gonna lie down very gently. All right, till I feel my shoulder blades just kind of fall over the top of the block or go around it. Okay, so it might take a little adjusting until you find that perfect spot. And then you can keep your legs bent or you can bring them straight. I'm going to keep mine bent because that feels right for me today. My arms are just kind of plopped down, on each side of me. Close your eyes and then just relax here. So this is a very passive pose. You're not really using any muscles or anything like that to help support your body. You're just kind of relaxing. The block is doing the work for you. And again, this is really nice. Opposite, it's like the opposite feeling or emotion that we do when we're sitting hunched over in our own little space. Our chest is opening up. Our shoulders are opening up. We're doing the opposite of being hunched over here. Just relax and breathe. Nice job. You can breathe in and out of your nose if you want to continue that Ujjayi breath. I'd say about 10 more breaths here. We're just taking our time with this one. Good job. About halfway there, about 5 more breaths. Good job. All right. If your eyes were closed, just gently open them. And we're going to be very gentle as we remove this block. So I'm going to just kind of lift myself up, and then I'm going to just gently use my hands, slide the block out or the towel out, whatever you have, set it beside you, and then just lie down on the mat. I want you to bring the soles of your feet together and let your knees just open up to the sides. Put your hands on your belly. Let your hips open up. Good. Breathe. You can feel your belly rise up as you inhale. Feel it sink down as you exhale. Good. So, if it's too intense to have your hips open and your knees out to the side, you can always bring your knees back up. If you're okay, stay with me for about 5 more breaths in this position. Nice job. All right, gently close your knees up. Grab your knees and hug them into your chest. That's good. This is a nice stretch for your lower back as well when you squeeze your knees into your chest. Go ahead and let your left leg go and squeeze your right knee in. Good. Now from here, keep your left hand on your right knee and then open your right arm to the right. And I want you to just bring that right knee over to the left, just twisting, and then gaze to the right. Good. Take another inhale, come back to the center. Good, I want you to squeeze both knees in. Hang on to the left knee, let the right leg go straight. Squeeze the left knee in. Good, now take your right hand, leave it on your left knee. Open your left arm to the left, and then just bring the left knee over to the right. And then gaze to the left, just twisting on the opposite side. Nice job. All right, go ahead and come back to the center. Squeeze both knees in. All right, we're going to transition back to our hands and knees. So go ahead and come back to that tabletop position, wrists in line with shoulders here. All right, knees in line with hips. Let's do those cat-cow poses again where we inhale, hammock your belly, look up. And exhale, tuck and dome the spine. Inhale, hammock your belly. And exhale, tuck and dome the spine. Go ahead and find neutral spine and tuck your toes. Find down dog again, butt to the sky. Good. Take a moment here, breathe. Again, stretching the back side of your body. Take your feet wide, unplug your hands, come back to that standing forward fold at the back of the mat. Hold here. Breathe. All right, from here, bring your heels in and your toes out, and then bend your knees and squat it down for Malasana Yogi Squat. Bring your hands heart center, take your elbows into your knees. Good. Gaze straight forward. Getting into your hips, your lower back. This is a really intense stretch. Do the best you can. Good, but it's nice to stretch out those hips, those lower back again, the lower back again after just sitting in a seated position upright for hours. You know, you can get a lot of tightness in your hips and your lower back, so this is a great stretch. Again, if you don't have time to do all of these, pick a pose that feels good or a stretch that would feel really good, at least one after sitting. This would be an excellent one. It's very intense though. Breathe. Good job. All right, let's take another inhale. exhale, bring your hands to the mat. Straighten your legs out. Come back to that standing forward fold with wide legs. Good. Breathing in, breathing out. All right, go ahead and walk your hands back out to a downward facing dog. Bring your feet together. Take one more massive inhale, press into it. And knees to the mat. All right, you did it. You made it. Those are a sequence of stretches that are great after, like I said, a long day of travel, maybe in the car, maybe on an airplane, and your body just needs to relax because it's been in that one position all day long. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe so you don't miss a weekly video that comes out every single Monday. Have an amazing day. Namaste.